Hi, welcome to the Alex Savage channel. We actually have a clean kitchen countertop for the most part for this time. Uh, Once in a lifetime. Uh, to unbox Retro Game Treasure box. This arrived a couple days later than I was expecting, but post office, what are you gonna do? So, just a reminder, this is $36 a month. I have to pay shipping, of course, so the total cost is $42 a month. But hopefully we will get $36 worth of games. First month it was 27. Wasn't too disappointed because the games I got for the most part were good, and I figured, well, part of what you're paying for is the surprise factor and getting them picked out. Second month blew me away with, I think, $52 worth, 53, somewhere in there. That was that was definitely an outlier. I've never seen anyone on all of YouTube get a box that high valued for Metro Game Treasure. But let's see what we get for the third month, and this will probably determine whether I stay with it. I can't imagine they would do something so terrible this month that I would decide not to stay with them, but we will see. So I just got a Sega Master System, so I told them I can accept Master System games. I even put in my special notes, I need Master System games. Let's see if we get some. I also said, I prefer Master System and Genesis games to be boxed or complete, but if not, it's okay. I don't like loose discs. I don't like loose DS carts, so we'll see if they live up to that. I know I'm not getting anything for any PlayStation or Xbox systems. I think I'm just getting games for Nintendo and Sega systems at this point. I would be getting games for Dreamcast, but it seems that they removed that option for whatever reason. You could still say what games you own on Dreamcast and put games in your wish list, but I guess they took Dreamcast off the list of consoles that you can accept games for, which I'm kind of sad about. But I guess it's just rising costs and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open this up, and we will see what we get. Start off with, we got a wish list game, Tetris on NES. I did say I can accept puzzle games now. I put that because I figured, well, I do like puzzle games, so yeah, Tetris on NES. That was on my wish list. So that's nice to see, and I think this is my first NES game from them. This one is, it's kind of a hit and a miss. On the one hand, wow, I get Pokemon Gold, but on the other hand, it's the Japanese version, and I can't read Japanese. It's still cool to get, and I like getting import games. They're really cool. But, I'm sure, Pokemon from this era is simplistic enough. I'm sure you could figure out what you're doing simply enough. But so I'm not sure if I'll be putting that on my list just to see if I get the American version or not, but probably not with as much as Game Boy, not Game Boy games, Pokemon games. Sorry, have been rising in price recently. We got a game in there. It's a disc game. It's on Wii, but I can't get it out because it takes so much effort to get disc games out of there because the box is just big enough for them. It looks like only 3 games this time, though. We have the House of the Dead Overkill. I've actually not played any of the House of the Dead games, but I've been wanting to try them. Yeah, it's on Wii. Is it complete in box? It is. How's the disc look? Disc looks great. I love Sega games. I've been meaning to try House of the Dead. A little disappointed this month, though. Gotta say. Even not looking at the value, I know Tetris is like a $5 game. I'm sure this isn't like a $20 game. Maybe it is. We'll see. And I know Pokemon Gold, the American version, is like super valuable right now because all the Pokemon games are. They've been surging in value these last few months. But I can't imagine the Japanese version will be anywhere near as valuable. And I put in my notes, and I did it well in advance, that I need Master System games because I just got a Master System and I want games to play for it. Unfortunately, they did not give me even one. Not even something like super cheap, like Outrun or like Loose or Altered Beast Loose or something like that. But let's just tally up the value of these games and see what we got. Alright, I just went on pricecharting.com to check the prices, and I really don't know what to think about this month's box, and you'll see what I mean. Tetris is apparently $10.75. I've only ever seen it for sale for like $5 loose. Maybe that's just the stores I go to. Maybe it's just been like having a weird day on eBay, I guess. But apparently it's a $10 game now, so okay, fair enough. Pokemon Gold for Game Boy Color, the Japanese version loose, as expected, isn't very valuable. It's $12.19, and I mean, there's a reason for that. There's a reason import versions of games aren't as valuable. People over here in the States aren't as nostalgic for them. In the cases of RPGs with a lot of text like this, they're pretty hard to play. And I'm sure there's other reasons, but, those are the two big ones. So, I'm not disappointed. I knew it wouldn't be very valuable, but it's kind of like, I've been trying to get into the old Pokemon games. And it's cool to get one, I guess, but if I can't play it, I can play it, but if I can't understand what's going on, it's kind of, oh well. And House of the Dead Overkill ended up being pretty much the entire value of the box. I joked, I doubt this is a $20 game. I was right. It's a $34 game in a $36 box. So in that case, so that means my total value was $56.91, which is bizarre. Last month's box was almost $60 in value, and this one is almost $60 in value again. But this time, I don't know. I'm disappointed this time. Last time was pretty cool for me. I said I needed Game Gear games. I got some. One of them was sealed. I got Metroid sealed on Wii. What was the other game? I don't remember, but those three alone made the box for me. And I mean, yeah, I guess, I've been wanting to try House of the Dead someday, and I do have one of the games now. I have really been wanting Tetris on NES. That I'm happy about. I have been wanting to get into the old Pokemon games, but I can't really play this. Like I said, I'm sure, if you use other Pokemon games as a reference, and if you can read, maybe katakana and hiragana, I'm sure you'll get some meaning out of it. You'll be able to play it, no problem, I bet. I just noticed Tetris on NES has some weird label damage, too. Like someone took a knife to it. That's bizarre. You can't tell me there were no other copies of Tetris. Oh well. So, really at a crossroads here. Do I continue for another month and see if they can make it up, or... Because, I mean, objectively speaking, just looking at, price charting value, I got a really good deal this month. But, I just don't know how to feel about this box. You see what I mean? Because the value is through the roof for a box like this. And yet, whereas the last 2 months I got 4 games, I only got 3 this time. And, one of them I can't really play that much. So I'm left with, okay, I've really wanted this. I guess this is a cool find, but just with everything else, you see what I mean? And the fact that I said I really need Master System games, I had a full wish list of them, and I didn't get a single Master System game. Not even one of the card games, not even a loose cartridge, just zip nada. So, what do you think? Do I continue for another month, or do I say goodbye to Retro Game Treasure for a bit? I got my first Jeff box recently. That was pretty neat. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on whether I just stick with Jeff box or whether I keep both around just to see what I get from Retro Game Treasure and just to get more games. Because I think now that I have these subscription boxes, what I might try to do is, on Jeff box, go to a higher tier, keep this around for, lower value games, and just collect a lot of games that way, just to beef up my collection. Probably not buy too many games, outside of these boxes. But, I am kind of disappointed, though, because I said they have an option for Master System, had a full wish list of games that I really wanted to try, and I even said in my notes, need Master System games. nothing. So, yeah. I will say this, though. I will say this for Retro Game Treasure. Every month, I have gotten something off my wish list. Now, it'd be nice if I could get more than one game off my wish list in every box. Especially because a lot of those games in my wish list, some of them are entirely unrealistic, and it's just for me to keep track of what games I want. But others are perfectly realistic. Like, not only this version of Tetris, I also wanted the Famicom version of Tetris, because it's completely different. And, that's also only like a $10 game. They could have put that in here. And then, some other like $10, $20 game that's on my list. I'm not complaining because part of the appeal of boxes like this is that you get games that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. And if it's on your wish list, you might see it in a store or on eBay and just go ahead and buy it. But, but every month I have gotten a game off my wish list. First month it was Sneak King on Xbox. I got it sealed. Second month was Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Gear. And this month was Tetris on NES. And also, to be fair, 2 out of the 3 months I've gotten sealed games. Not very valuable sealed games. Well, last month, again, was a huge outlier. But, first month it was Sneak King. Second month, Metroid Other M and Sonic Spinball. This month, no sealed games. I mean, not that I'm expecting that, but... yeah, let me know your thoughts on this box, because this has been a weird one. I'm just going to play some Tetris and try to clear my head. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment, leave your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching.